Hello everybody. Today is December 3rd. Welcome to Coffee Chats. Paula won't be with us today or for a while. She's working from home. We're trying to keep everyone safe, as you all know. Okay, here's a little puzzle for you. The doctor prescribed 2 different kinds of pills. They had to be taken simultaneously at bedtime every night. Take one from one bottle and one from the other. It's the interaction of the 2 pills that is the key. If he only takes one pill, he's done for. If he takes another pill, just the other pill, he's also done for. Okay, so this guy decides to go do some convalescing up in the mountain. He begins a 6-hour drive to get there, but his car breaks down. He has to walk 20 miles clutching these 2 bottles of pills. They're to be taken at nighttime, right? Clutching these 2 bottles of pills, the only thing between him and the Grim Reaper. If he doesn't get these pills tonight, he's dead. But he wants to get to his destination first, so he's holding on to these pills. After he arrives after dark, he's so weak that delirium has begun to set in. As he makes his way to the kitchen sink, he stumbles, falls, and you guessed it, spills all the pills. When he wakes up, he finds that one of the containers has 2 pills in it. The other container has is empty. There are 18 pills scattered all over the floor. He begins to gather up the piles. As he's looking at them, he discovers to his horror that they all look alike. They're the same color, the same size, the same shape. There's no way to tell them apart. He gets even weaker by the minute, but he remembers that his very own, very accurate analytic scale, the kind of the pharmacist, was used. But by the time he weighs the 11th pill, his worst fears confirmed. Not only do they all look, feel, and smell alike, they all weigh the same. Okay? There's absolutely no way to distinguish one pill from another. Is there a way for him to take the recommended dosage and save his life, or should he let in the Grim Reaper and start looking? How does he get the proper dosage? I've got John Samuelson with me here today.
John, I wish it was Paula this time.
John wishes it was Paula. Do you have any idea, John?
None whatsoever.
Okay, they're mixed up. The only hope he has is to take the pills that he has, all 20 of them, and grind them into powder. Mix the powder up, and then divide the powder into 10 equal piles.
Oh.
Not bad, huh?
Not bad.
All right. Things are calmed down a lot around here. I know that I have a sense of calm after getting through Thanksgiving. Having said that, the weather is beautiful today. It's going to be above average for the next week. Use this time to make sure your heat is working. Turn it up. Turn your heat up as high as it goes. Go feel your pipes. They should be hot.
Make sure your vents are open.
Make sure your vents are open. Thank you, John. Turn your heat down. I think John didn't have heat last week and I went up and his vents were closed. That's why he knows to have the vents open. Anyway, turn your heat down. That should close your heat valve and your pipes should cool off. There are just as many people have apartments that are too hot as those that are too cold. So run your heat system through its paces. Make sure you're going to be warm. Our heat system seems to be working well. Doesn't mean there aren't isolated instances of problems. It's best to find those problems when it's nice out and you're not freezing your tookish, so that when we do get cold, your heat is reliable. I had touched earlier about Thanksgiving a little bit, and I guess I'm so happy with the level of cooperation we got. My Thanksgiving was my son and my wife. our daughter stayed in Chicago. Much like many of you, we're used to being with extended family and all that. There was something that was kind of special about this Thanksgiving, knowing that we were doing something for our fellow man, what have you. But I know that Ridge Point complied in spades with what we wanted to do. You know, you follow the news and you see all these numbers going up. I actually think the numbers are going to go down here a little bit from Thanksgiving. I don't know if they will or not, but my thought is so many people were so aware of not gathering, not doing all those things that they didn't, and that might even result in lower numbers. But who knows? As we speak, there's talk that the UK is going to approve the Pfizer vaccine. And if that's the case, they may be distributing it as early as next week. Saying the UK, I have to get something straight. John, what is the UK?
United Kingdom.
I know. Is it Britain? Is it England, Scotland, Wales? Is it, what's the difference between the United Kingdom and Great Britain?
I'm not sure.
Neither am I. Well, that's what I get for having John Samuelson and
You're
Roger
right.
Meyer as my buddies. we
We
don't get very far. Having said that, thank you so much for your cooperation on Thanksgiving. We did bring John here so that he could share a little information about this Friday coming up, the 4th, I guess it's going to be, was our scheduled staff appreciation party, and there are some changes to that, and I just wanted John to share a little bit and let us know what's going on. John, thanks for coming, man.
Well, my privilege. Usually I see this time of the year Roger up on top of his stepladder. I guarantee he is not this year. In the past, for the new people, we've gotten the whole group together and used the Marion Hall as overflow and videoed that into that complex, and then the living room is as well. And have had a wonderful time giving out the checks with a few barbs and introducing the staff and seeing them there. But this year, even just getting housekeeping together is getting a group together that we're trying to avoid. I was really quite concerned this year as far as monies received, based on not only we're down a number of units.
About 30. About 30.
That's,
Where
that's
it's got
a number of units.
Yep.
And our giving then is even better than what I expected then, because I didn't think it was down that much. And then with the services received, I think probably number one on most of everyone's list is no yogurt on Wednesday and Monday and Friday. But you know, just in so many different ways we have been cut down with good reason, services that have been rendered. And if our people gave their monies based on that, the monies would have been much less. But they were well received. And what we're going to do is let the department chairman people take care of distributing the money when they can get the groups together. So
That's staff department heads.
that is
So
correct.
like the
Right.
housekeeping supervisor and,
Right.
yep.
And that was one reason why I was trying to get on staff, you know. I was thinking of, you know, staff appreciation.
Yep.
But we are going to miss, you know, the barbs that I would get back from Jake, or even maybe one from the main cheese himself. But still get my report in for John, the owner of the place. John likes my report as to how Jeff has been doing, so if any of you have something you want to add, just see me in the halls, and I'll include that again this year. But miss seeing everyone, and let's hope that we're back to normal very soon. Thanks, and Merry Christmas to everyone.
Thanks, John. And I like, thank you for coming. And John, you love Ridgepoint, and it shows, and you give me a hard time, and yep, you've asked to get on the payroll a number of times, and I had to get blunt and say, we literally don't want you on staff, but besides that, we love you. And all your help that you give us around here, all that you do, we want to get you calling bingo again. We want to get everything going. I mean, you were instrumental in getting the piano for us and all that. And here we are today, and we're locked in this pandemic, and you're still there fighting, and thank you for everything you do.
Thank you.
All right. A man walks into a bar with a giraffe. He says, a beer for me and one for the giraffe. And they stand around drinking for hours until the giraffe passes out on the floor. The man pays his tab and gets up to leave, and the bartender says, hey, you're not going to leave that lion